Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to DIY Diecast. My name is Joe. This is the Hot Wheels and Diecast Collector Show with Joe, no less. Episode number 13. We are rocking and rolling, cranking out the episodes with a brand new edition every single week. And if you are new to finding my channel, just because this is episode 13 of the DIECAST Hot Wheels Collector Show with Joe, there are over 150 not channels, but videos in my video library of my channel for you to watch. So go back and check some of them out. I think I've got a little bit of something for everybody at this point, including a large library of shorts, which include a lot of wheel swaps and minor customizations. Alright, so for episode 13, I was going through my diecast collection, and I thought, wouldn't it be great to do a show about compact hatchback cars? And that's what I've got right here. I've got some still in the package, brand new, that haven't been cracked open yet, as well as some fantastic loose editions. I have some compact hatchback cars from the early days. There's a Ford Pinto from the 70s, and all the way up to some newer models of cars. We'll be checking those out in this show. Also, there are a lot of different styles of sports cars out there. There are American sports cars. There are Italian sports cars. There are Japanese sports cars. There are Australian sports cars. Are there Canadian sports cars? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But there's definitely British sports cars, alright? And I've got some of my favorite British sports cars here. We'll be checking those out as well. I thought they would go really well with the compact hatchback cars, because British sports cars, the thing about them is they're known to be especially small. And of course, as promised, I will feature one NASCAR diecast car in each and every episode, and I have a very special one picked out for today's episode. Alright, so this is the point where I put you on pause and bring you up front and close for the action, and we'll get to checking out all this awesome diecast. Alright, it's always so hard to figure out where to get started, but let's just work from the left to the right today. Let's check out these compact hatchbacks in the packages still. Alright, let's start with this Matchbox. It is a 2022 Renault Megane. Kind of hard to see with the shiny plastic, so let's get it outside the package and take a closer look at the details. And while we're at it, I'll show you my brand new Hot Wheels opener. Check this out. Let's get this thing unsheathed and reveal the beautiful Damascus steel blade. See all the beautiful swirls in there? Fantastic artwork on this beautiful little dagger, and a two-tone stained mahogany and green finish. Very, very beautiful knife. Just perfect for opening up Hot Wheels. And let's see how it does for the very first time. Let's get an edge here. Alright, I can tell you, I'm going to end up putting this thing right through my hand. That would not be good. That would make for a very short show. Let's just get at it the old-fashioned way. I really just wanted to show off my new little Hot Wheels opening dagger there. Alright, let's just crank it open here. Let's see what the Megane has to offer as far as details. Ta-da! Check it out. We have the real decaled-in headlights. Got the Renault badges and emblem on the front there. Matchbox, really good quality wheels, I find. Typically, I like the mainline wheels on the Matchbox almost always better than the ones on the Hot Wheels. The details carry on through the back of the car, and just a great little compact hatchback car from Renault. Almost messed that one up. Almost said Alfa Romeo. Next up, another Matchbox. It's a Volkswagen this time. German compact hatchback. little sports car in the Volkswagen Golf MK1. All right. It doesn't say what year this is. It looks like the same body style of a 1989 Golf that I used to own many years ago. Mine was the Wolfsburg edition. It was almost the same color of blue too. Very fun little 5-speed car to drive. It was pretty zippy, lightweight, great on gas, and really good in the snow. Let's get it out and check out the details of this Volkswagen Golf. There it is. What a beauty. Do you like the Volkswagen Golf? And I do, and I really like this color too. And again, Matchbox, I want to point this out. Not only do I think they make better quality wheels, better looking wheels on their mainline vehicles, much more realistic than the Hot Wheels, but also, have you noticed around the edge of their plastic tires, they got the treads? Not necessarily on the whole thing, but right on the edge you can see that they have the treads on most of their mainline tires. And I love it. It's just a great extra level of detail on the Matchbox mainline cars. Alright, here's a slightly newer version and a Hot Wheels version of the Volkswagen Golf. This is a newer model. I would say, no year on this one again, but I would say probably late 90s, early 2000s body style Golf. Let's get it out and check out the details. There it is in a great metallic blue finish. We got a lack of details for the headlights and the taillights on this one. They're just not there, so we're going to have to color them in ourselves. The wheels look great, and it's got some nice, not overdone pinstriping on it. I do like the single or double racing stripe down the hood on the one side. Very cool, and you can see it is very similar to the earlier body style of Volkswagen Golf. A lot of similarities. Just a little bit rounder around the edges and corners with a different headlight and grille. Alright, let's look at another Matchbox. It is the Porsche Cayenne Turbo. I would still it was hard to figure out, should I throw this in the mix or not. It is a hatchback. Is it compact though? That's what I don't know. I think the Cayenne is maybe a little bit bigger. I threw it in there anyway. I kind of at a glance, it looked like a compact hatchback car to me. Anyway, just a step up from the 3 previous models that we've looked at. Let's get it out and check out the details and decide, is this a compact hatchback? Alright, here it is. I think I've already made up my mind. I think it leans more towards SUV. It's kind of small. It does have the hatchback. That's probably why I made the mistake, but hey, I think I got it wrong this time. This is more of an SUV than a compact hatchback. At least we'll get to see the differences anywhere there, right? So I'm admitting I'm wrong. You can leave a comment telling me how wrong I was, and that's absolutely fine. I enjoy reading all of the comments, but I must warn you, you will not win a trophy for doing so. Anyway, look at the details on this Porsche Cayenne while we have it out. It's got the fantastic, outstanding headlight decals. The Porsche emblems are present there. Those really great blacked out Matchbox mainline wheels. And again, around the edges, the same great tire tread details. Out back, the details carry around with the colored in tail lights and correct badging. Even in the corner lights there, they touched them in for us. Amazing details, and a panoramic sunroof as well. Alright, next up, 2 different versions of the same car, both Hot Wheels, both Subaru WRX STIs. And one's gray, of course, one is white. Both have the gold wheels, and the pinstriping is actually the same, but just a different color. So 2 great variations on the same car there. Let's get them out and check out the details. Here they are. I'm going to go with both hands. Let's see how ambidextrous I am. Ambidextrous, of course, meaning the ability to use do the same thing with 2 hands. In case you didn't know. Alright, got the beautiful metallic gray version of the Subaru. Definitely got it right this time. These are compact hatchback cars, and they left out the taillight details for us. We did get that great side decal action on them. But, and we got the headlights in there at least. So, anyway, I love them. And the wheels look great on there too. The Subaru WRX hatchbacks. All right, here's something very different. We do not see these at all driving around on our streets here in the United States, but probably very fancy over in, I don't know, it's the Lancia Delta Integral, and I'm not even sure. Is Lancia a British compact sports car? Is it Italian? Let me know in the comments. But here it is. Let's get it out and check out the details. This one is really great looking. There is the Lancia outside the package. It's got that very off-road rally car looking style going on to it there, with the great off-road rally Michelin decals on it. Looks like it could just be burning around on one of those dirt tracks, taking the corners, very fast off-road. A lot of these cars were all-wheel drive for being able to race off-road on those dirt tracks. And if you ever watch some of those classic old off-road rally car races, there were two people in the car racing. One was kind of navigating and letting the driver know what was coming up. Maybe they had a GPS or a map. Very fun watching, race to watch. And there it is, compact hatchback from Lancia. Next up, it is the Matchbox 1983 Ford Fiesta MX2. All right, now a very American car, okay, but thing about these vintage American compact hatchback cars, especially the Fords, very popular over in England and Britain. These were very desirable cars over there. They were considered sporty little cars, and you know, they cared about them a lot more than I think we did over here in the States. But especially the Ford Escort, that's a major sports car, collector sports car over there in England. It's not a car we would care about anymore over here, really, since we got Camaros and Mustangs and all that kind of thing. But here is the Matchbox 1983 Ford Fiesta MK2. Great classic little compact hatchback. Alright, JDM fans, how cool is this? It is the 73 Honda Civic Custom. Oh yeah, we got to get this one out of the package from the Hot Wheels J Imports series. How cute is that? Absolutely fantastic to see. Oh man, the details out front, just outstanding. Very, very good to see Hot Wheels making available some vintage Honda cars, and everyone loves the Civic hatchbacks. Very, very neat to see where they came from, the grassroots beginning of the Honda Civic there. Very, very cool. Alright, here's a favorite from my collection, and a wheel swap one at that. I wheel swapped this beautiful 1988 Honda Civic CRX with these great deep dish 5-star wheels. Kind of got a antifreeze green anodized wheel in the center with a outer chrome trim ring. It's got the real rubber tires on it. Very premium wheel swap that I thought matched the decals very well on this beautiful classic 1988 Civic compact hatchback, a car that is very much in demand today. These cars bring good money today, where when I was a kid, I remember you could pick these up all day long, used for about $800 to $1,500 depending on condition. Great little 5-speeds were available in these cars. Very, very fun to drive around, and very, very desirable car today. Alright, we cannot have a compact hatchback show without mentioning these next two cars that are coming up. This one, of course, being the Chevet. How cool is it to see a die-cast Chevet? This is a offering from Hot Wheels. Rarely see any of these left on the road anymore. When I was a kid, they were everywhere. 2 doors, kind of prefer those over to the 4 doors. You could put some cool wheels in some big ones in the back and some little ones on the front and a hood scoop, just like they did here. And they made a cool looking little hatchback car. These were the cars that originally got 30, 40 miles to the gallon before that was even a big deal with today's cars. A lot of these were available back at a time when manual transmissions were available in almost everything you drove, from about the mid-70s to the 80s, mid-80s, when you see a lot of these classic Chevy Chevets. I know there's an earlier die-cast version of the Domino's Pizza delivery Chevette that I used to have when I was a kid. I've seen it on eBay. It's another Chevette I would like to have for my die-cast collection. I will get around to ordering one day. And the next one, of course, the Ford Pinto. What a fantastic classic American hatchback. Most people, if you're about 40 years or older in age, will remember these cars. They were kind of the laughing stock of American cars. And again, they make they're great popular cars today. A lot of drag racers make drag cars out of these, and they do really well because they're small and lightweight. This one has the opening hood. It is a premium Johnny Lightning model, and just a great classic American compact hatchback. I think they had to stop producing these cars because they were a major fire risk. Something about where the gas tank was mounted in the back of these cars, if they were ever rear-ended from behind in a major accident, they would explode. Very, very dangerous car, and I think for that reason they went out of production a little earlier than Ford wanted them to. Alright, how about a couple of Ford Focuses done up right in very racing, almost JDM looking drift car kind of styling there. Super high, exaggerated over the roof line style wing and spoiler out back. This one I wheel swapped with some real rubber tires and some deep dish KMC ice wheels. Got the fantastic Meguiar's decals on it, looking very cool. And this is the same die-cast casting from Hot Wheels of that Ford Focus in the Yokohama variation, with the roof-high spoiler and the very JDM Civic racing looking is what I want to say about it, is what it looks like to me. Very cool Ford Focuses there. Alright, seems like just about every manufacturer offered a compact hatchback car. Here's Mercedes' answer to it. This is the Mercedes A-Class compact hatchback. Fantastic details. This is a Hot Wheels release, and the details continue around to the front. Got the license plate filled in there, and the great Mercedes emblems, and some nice decaled headlights. A nice, fantastic, compact hatchback from Mercedes. Alright, there is our compact hatchback variation of cars there. Now let's get into the British compact sports cars. Alright, check out this little beauty. It is a MG, and I think it's a MG MGA twin. It's definitely a Johnny Lightning premium. Got the real rubber tires on it with the fantastic tread details, colored in tail lights, and the headlights and grille. This one has a opening hood, and it stays open to reveal that great little engine in there. Must have been some kind of little cast iron 4-cylinder, being a little British sports car. Look at the shape of that hood. Very cool. Almost looks like a fingernail, right? Maybe like a woman's press-on nail there. That great little convertible roadster and British compact sports car. Alright, car guys, you will know what this one is by looking at the front. This is, of course, the Austin Healey Bug Eye Sprite. Called the Bug Eye for its headlights that protrude like big bug eyes. And look at the little mouth. You can see this thing. Looks like a little bumblebee coming at you, doesn't it? The Bug Eye Sprite here. Very similar in details to the Triumph of the day. This one, of course, a Johnny Lightning Premium with real rubber tires as well. It is right side drive, being a British compact sports car, and all of the little hatches and clips and everything detailed and colored in on this car. Just fantastic details. Can't beat it from Johnny Lightning, and a fantastic compact British sports car. Alright, another premium Johnny Lightning British compact sports car here. This time it is the Triumph Spitfire. Alright, and I suppose this one could have been just as easily called the Bug Eye Sprite. Got those very protruding bug eye headlights in there. Fantastic details in the grille. All the badging is colored in. I believe this opened somehow, but it's one of those that, like, it feels like you're going to break it if you force it. So if you get yourself one of these, maybe don't try to force it open. You can think about imagine what that engine would have looked like in there. And all the details are just amazing. Even around the lights. They did the lights in the red and the amber, but even they got the chrome bezels around them colored in. I mean, what if all your diecast had these kind of details? Fantastic. Right side drive, British sports car offering from Triumph. It's a British sports car offering from Matchbox. This is the 1971 MG MGB GT. And so they had this in the regular convertible, and then they had the GT model, and the GT model was the fastback. And Matchbox giving us some very, very period correct, accurate wheels. Got the fantastic treads along the edge, as I pointed out earlier. Just love that extra detail. Colored in headlights, and a fantastic MG GT. I kind of prefer it over the convertible. I like the fastback hardtop. What do you think? Another classic MG Roadster, just a two-seater in most of these compact British sports cars. Again, right side drive, just like it should be. The ones that were sent over here in America, you see there are a lot of the left side drive ones out there too. So neat to see this in the true British right side drive. All the same great details Johnny Lightning offering in all of their British sports car models. These from Johnny Lightning were part of the British Invasion series. If you see the packaging these come in, that's what they would have been called, the British Invasion. And just very great details on these. All of them have opening hoods. Some open better than others, as we have discovered. And that one opens and stays open, revealing that fantastic little MG engine in there. And to conclude our British sports cars, we have two of these beautiful 1963 Austin Healey 3000s. And both of these, of course, from Matchbox. Got the fantastic Matchbox wheels again. Those great treaded details and two great different color schemes. Which is your favorite? I really like the two-tone green with the white there. And these are both the American import versions with the left side drive. And I've seen these in other colors too. Much like all these other examples we have looked at, you can find these in just about any color you would like to obtain them in. Alright, and for our NASCAR diecast segment of the show, I have selected this great, and I hope I'm in the camera picture, by the way. I'm not behind it so I can't see. But anyway, it is the Days of Thunder race car diecast metal is what this says. I know that didn't sound very right, but that's the way I read it there. From Matchbox nonetheless. And in case you didn't know, Days of Thunder was a wildly popular movie from 1989, I believe. It was in the late 80s. Had some fantastic A-list movie stars that played the race car drivers in this movie series. I think that Tom Cruise was one of them. This would have also been around the same time frame that the movie Top Gun came out as well. And these are very, very highly collectible now, mainly amongst NASCAR fans that were from that area of time and can remember the movie. And this is the only one I have out of the set. There are several of them that came in the set with all the different drivers that actually drove them, and they're actually quite valuable. Really one of those cars that probably should still remain in the package. And there it is up close. You NASCAR fans, this is a real treat. It is the G-Body Monte Carlo from the 80s. Sorry, it's going to be pretty hard to see in that package. It is the Exxon and Goodyear. And look at those highly exaggerated white letter racing tires. Aren't those fantastic? I mean, you do not need a magnifying glass to read the Goodyear on the side of those bad boys. They almost look like white walls from a distance. They're so big, over exaggerated lettering on there. But that is our NASCAR feature today. And had we have been on it 30 years ago, we could have taken advantage of a poster offer. And it would have told us on the back what we could have done to obtain one of those fantastic Days of Thunder movie posters. How cool would that have been? I wonder what would happen if you filled this out and sent it in. Wonder if they'd send anything back. You know, I might just try that. That would make for a great show edition in the future to show you guys what they actually sent me. Even if they sent me a letter that said, hey, we're not sending you anything. I'm gonna do it. I'll let you know how it goes. Alright, so that is going to do it for today's show. I certainly hope you enjoyed the content. Where else have you ever seen a diecast show built around compact hatchback cars? But anyway, I try to cover just every different variety of diecast. I love anything with motors and wheels in it, and I collect them all. And I am very, very happy to show you the examples that I have in my collection, as well as the new stuff that I pick up every episode. Well, thank you so much for watching and subscribing and giving me all those great comments and those thumbs up. Keep them coming, and if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe, and you'll be notified then when the next video drops. We've got many, many great things coming up, and I certainly wouldn't want for you to miss them, and we don't want to miss you. So that's going to do it for today. We'll see you next time. And thanks again.